segment is a smacking of the podcast presentation.
Your team sucks, donkey balls, and it's such a sad story to tell. Your team sucks, something fierce, and your coach sucks as well. The football world is laughing, cause your team takes the cake. They're all making fun and laughing at your games.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Smacking Off the Podcast. What's up, Doug?
What's going on?
Oh, rent and taxes, man.
Let's see if we can hear our guests.
All right,
Gabe, how are you?
Gabe. Hello, Gabe.
Okay, we can't hear Gabe. I know we'll be able to hear Clemson get done because I don't know if Gabe's ever used this. Gabe?
I think that's Clemson Dane. Is that you, Clemson Dane?
It is.
Mm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that graphic, Doug. Sorry to interrupt you guys, but I love the Florida graphic there and the nosebleed.
You think Nikki's going to like it or?
Yeah, she didn't come from you. So she might like it. She might. You never know. And anyway, that's a great graphic, and it's really special. I love and the eyelashes. They really bring that Florida color out, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I added the eyelashes.
Oh, yeah. That's special.
AI made everything, but I forgot to tell it to give it blue eyelashes.
Those guys got to have blue eyelashes. I mean, we got to have that look.
You got to have that or you got nothing. Gabe, with you, we've got nothing. Gabe?
And see, I'll get the building crickets going. Listen. All right. But we wanted to get going, though.
I wanted to test him earlier. Every time he came in, I would add him in, and then it would drop out. So I don't know. He hasn't dropped out, but he might as well, right?
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm going to mess with his volume.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm in.
That's weird. Did you fix it or did I fix it?
I think I fixed it because
I just started moving the volume up and down. I started moving the volume up and down, and there you were.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's
Where's my theme song?
What's going on? Hey, you may not get a lot of chances to be on the show this year because Auburn's looking pretty fucking good, right?
Yeah. I ain't got nothing to bitch about so far.
I mean, I wasn't sure, but Baylor.
Well, we're not looking like natty, but we're looking all right.
Baylor did go over and beat SMU, and I didn't really think
Yeah. Well, we had to beat up on the Christian schools, and then swap around Ball State, which I thought we played terrible, but we could have looked like Florida. Had that pretty little AI.
Gabe, you want me to give you your intro?
Yes, I need my intro. I need my 9-time.
Let's do it. Okay, yeah. I would have done it out of the gate, but we didn't know if your mic was working. But let's do this.
Yeah.
All the 9-time champions, my friends, but we forgot to celebrate them way back then. We're the 9-time champions. We're the 9-time champions. No time for asshole trophies, though. We're still the 9-time champions of the world.
Oh, yeah, that was so beautiful, Doug.
Yeah.
9 times.
I wish I could hear it
Let
on
me
my
tell you
end,
how
but
I feel about it, Gabe.
It looks amazing.
The newer ones, I think, nobody's going to recognize them. I think that if Auburn would have taken this route when Bama took it in the early 60s, about the ones that, back in the teens, 19, I think that would have been legit because, it was just back then it was just a free-for-all.
I know me and Sean got a big argument about this. I was like, I would have claimed all of them up to 93. 83, you can argue. 93, we were on probation for giving a kid gas money. 04 is atrocious.
The problem with the newer ones, Gabe, is that you don't really have any legitimate polls recognizing.
Yeah.
But back in the
I'm
day,
with it,
back
Gabe.
in
Claim
like
them all.
19.
Fuck them.
Well, which ones
Yeah,
was
you know
it?
what? That's
19. Which ones was it back in the what?
like 1910,
Yeah.
1913,
So
like
those
three.
there
Listen,
was no
If
legitimate polls back
Michigan
then.
can claim a national championship that everybody knows they fucking cheated to get, Auburn can fucking claim whatever they want.
Fuck you.
Hell
Jason.
yeah. And Gabe, I got to tell you, man, it's been so inspirational for me, Auburn claiming all these national championships, that I'm just going to go ahead and claim Kentucky's 1950 national championship and 1977 national
Hey, you know
championship.
what? Give the Bear one more. Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We can have 77 too, Bob.
Give them
Yeah.
another one.
Bama was in the hunt. Notre Dame beat number 1 Texas and jumped from number 5 to number 1, kind of like the one that Auburn's claiming in '83.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Miami
Auburn
was
2, I
5.
think.
Miami was
Huh?
5, beat Nebraska, and Auburn was 2 and beat Michigan.
And they jumped
And
over. Right. Yes.
yeah,
It's definitely
that
questionable.
one I can agree with. 93, I think. Who played in the national championship?
What, Virginia?
Was it Florida State won it that year? I don't know. I wasn't born yet, so y'all know more than I do about 93.
Jason, can you hear us?
I got you. You got me?
We do.
Yes, we do. Hallelujah. And they, so, all right, in that spirit, guys, I guess are you ready to look at these doors, Doug?
I am, if I didn't just spill my wine.
Oh, it's still wine. We gotta do something with that. And we're joined tonight by
No, I'm
Jason
good.
Parks. And at on
Guys,
the
by
mark.
the way,
What's that?
guys, it's been a while. So, what you think about the setup now?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's exciting and new. Like
That's
the
what I
left.
was looking for. I was looking to put you on my big screen, and I can't find my damn. Oh, there it is. Nope. Yep, there it is. Sorry.
Yeah, a few upgrades were done since the last time that we talked.
It looks nice. We like
Hell yeah, brother. Looks professional.
Yeah, got the baseball jersey, hockey, and even my collection of championship footballs from my radio days from Alabama and the couple from Auburn. So there's no in-state bias from that part. So get off my dick.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Just want to say, a
Hallelujah.
little bit of Mountain Dew. Looks like some kind of engine fluid, but that's not the case.
Oh yeah, as long as it's not real antifreeze.
A little bit of coolant never hurt anybody. A little bit of antifreeze never hurt
Yeah,
anything.
man.
That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah.
Only dogs.
Real
Gabe,
sweet.
what's next for Auburn? Just curious.
Well, we got to play South Alabama, so we got to play one directional school a year, and then we're probably gonna get annihilated by Oklahoma. I think we got a better chance to beat
You ain't
A&M.
believe in that Oklahoma hype that Bailey's pumping out, right?
I do.
Their defense looks pretty good. Mateer is going to be a problem. I'm not
where's the game
buying
at?
that
The
they're
game's
just
in
world
Oklahoma?
beaters.
Are y'all going,
I'm not buying the
to Norman?
whole they're going to win the Natty thing.
Yeah.
But they're better than Auburn.
Are you going to Norman?
No, I might go to the Kentucky or Missouri
No.
game.
Sorry. Is your team going to Norman?
Oh, you mean Auburn? Are they going to Norman?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to play at Oklahoma.
Goodness.
Yeah, because it was at Auburn last year, right?
That one's going to be a problem. I'm not buying the A&M hype, but I'm leaning on buying the Oklahoma hype. That was an impressive win.
I have an A&M shirt on. It's just free swag, so don't hold any judgment.
Oh no.
Just FYI. Just FYI.
No, I bought an A&M shirt when I was in high school after Johnny Manziel did that thing because I lived in the West. I lived like close to Tuscaloosa, so any chance I had to troll Bama fans, it was a golden opportunity.
Well, this was like an unofficial gift from Josh Pate when I worked at Paramount. Texas A&M sent him an entire like merchandise package, and he let all of the other people that worked in the all the other people who worked in the building, because I guess that he gets enough free swag as it is, I'm assuming. And he was like, "Yeah, go in there, take your pick." And I saw this shirt, and I was like, "Ah, what the hell? I'll grab
Now,
one.
has anybody ever seen any Texas A&M merchandise in a store? I never have. I'm just curious.
You know, it's interesting you say that, Bob, because we were in a thrift store yesterday, but this was not you. This was new stuff. It was I seen Texas A&M earrings
Now,
It was
and
probably
Kentucky
straight out of Josh Pate's fucking merch box, bro.
something.
there you go.
To be fair, I don't remember if there were any earrings in there or not. I know there were a couple of tote bags and maybe I should have got the Stanley Cup actually, but somebody beat me to the punch. But I can't confirm if there were any earrings.
The Clemson ended up getting out of that Trojan condom problem they had yesterday.
Yeah, we pulled it out,
did.
man.
That's a good day.
So before I open any doors, let's just say that I really seriously considered hitting Bob up and seeing what he thought about it and throwing DeBoer.
Oh no, yeah, where's Landon
behind
at?
one of the doors this week, just because you can't beat some fucking shitty team 73-0 and pretend that nothing happened week 1. So I almost did it. I didn't, but I just want DeBoer to know. If DeBoer's listening, we're watching you, buddy.
Where's Landon at? Is he still at Disney World?
Yeah, evidently.
Yeah.
One more thing to say before we open doors. It was a public service announcement by Dane online today. And Dane, I really got to thank you for letting the public know that cocaine now has fentanyl in it, right? So now it's become a public safety matter. So I appreciate you very much.
Be putting that shit.
I don't fuck with cocaine anyway.
So you ain't doing it right.
There
we
go.
used to be a proper country, goddamn.
We did.
We did.
Back in the 70s. I remember it.
Pablo Escobar cared.
All, dude.
In the 90s, at least Pablo Escobar cared about quality, right?
Well, there you go. He carried it to the grave.
It sounds like a shitty thing to say, but let's just be fair and honest.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna do it, at least do like pure cocaine, not the dude. They got fentanyl and weed and shit now. Like I work with like a bunch of people that smoke and shit. Like,
a lot of people
like they say like weed now is just out of this world, insane strong.
A lot of the people that did cocaine in the 70s, the pure shit, they're still alive.
I know this.
Sure.
Not if they became alcoholics.
That's true, actually. And it cooked up a whole lot better in them days too, when it was more pure. So you didn't have impurities. Your baking soda would fall to the bottom, and your oil would go right to the top. I mean, there's some fucking serious complications going on with this, guys.
That's why I stick to edibles, because number one, they're legal in the state of Tennessee, and number two, I trust no one.
Right.
Hallelujah.
Well, at least Trump's trying to fix it.
That's right. But they you'll be all right.
So we go open a door, and there wasn't a lot going on this week, and we probably could have fucked with some other people, but we had to go after.
We love losers around here.
We do, and we got to go after teams that have hype, even if they travel 1,500 miles across the fucking country and lose to a team that they probably shouldn't lose to. We still got to fuck with them, and here we go.
Bouncing to the left, hey, 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 hey. Bouncing to the right, hey, 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 hey. Those donkey balls are bouncing and they will not get away. The worthless and the weak, they can't pretend another day.
And he says, behind door 3, we have Kyle Whittingham. And Kyle Whittingham.
No, Kevin Dillingham.
Kevin Dillingham. My bad.
Kyle
Willingham is turned over to
the Auburn's offensive coordinator, and Gus Malzahn went call play.
Well, it's my fault, guys, because he had been on Donkey Ball so many times before that I just mentioned that. But we all know, right? The Arizona State.
We had to fuck with him because this is a team that, he's got a playoff appearance in the bank. but he just went to Mississippi State and lost.
Dude, the Big 12 is looking rough. I mean, like, I'm just going to be honest. Auburn and Mississippi State are probably bottom feeders this year. Auburn may be on the brink of a 7 or 8 win team at best. And Arizona State's losing to, where's Mississippi State going to end up? 14th, 13th, hell, even maybe
In the
last.
conference, yeah.
And this is what the Big 12's best, best punch. Arizona State and Baylor, and they just get mollywopped.
Maybe what's going to happen is other teams from the Big 12 is going to emerge.
I mean, Kansas State just lost to
Yeah,
Army.
don't forget about Utah, man.
Oh yeah, Utah. Yeah, Utah's looking good, but they beat up on UCLA. We're still trying to figure them out.
They beat the fuck out of them boys. So
Yeah.
So Jason, why do you think that Arizona State sucks donkey balls?
I'm really not going to say that Arizona State does suck donkey balls. I do understand why they're behind the door during this week because sometimes you have to pick at the bottom of the barrel, and sometimes somebody is going to catch some strays. I will say that I was surprised by how Mississippi State responded. I thought that Mississippi State would be better because, really, to tell you the truth, they couldn't be any worse than what they have been. Given what they've gone through with the death of Mike Leach and trying to transition, and all of a sudden, unfortunate.
They go back to throwing the ball, and wow, I mean, they look a lot better. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah, and a lot of that, is credit to Jeff Lebby, and I think he got a little bit of grace because just given the situation that Mississippi State was in, he brought in a transfer and Luke Cromenhoek, hoping to keep the quarterback, or at least give a shot in the arm in the quarterback competition that's there. But really, more of anything, it's credit to Mississippi State because they improved a hell of a lot. Because if you go back 1 year ago when these two met, you were seeing Mississippi State going in the wrong direction and where Arizona State has been going in the right direction because nobody expected Arizona State to do anything last year. They were at the bottom of the barrel. They were still trying to God, I'm trying to think of like the nicest way to say is the jizz stains of the Herm Edwards era. And they were able to overcome it a lot quicker than most people anticipated. Will that be the same for Mississippi State? The jury is still out. I'm going to lean more towards no right now until they show me maybe.
Well, when they got to play the SEC schedule, and it's going to get rough really fast for them.
Well, especially with Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma's
that Georgia Mississippi State game is looking a lot more interesting now that we know Mississippi State can at least put up a dogfight.
Georgia has the ability to be slowed down by another team. If you watch the last few Georgia Kentucky games, the game's ground down to nothing. Scores of like 16-13, 20-16, and Mississippi State, if they try to score with Georgia, they'll crush them. But if they try to slow them down, it might give Georgia fits. I agree with you, Gabe.
Now, I will say this about Georgia is right now, and I know that it's Marshall, and then I know that it's Austin Peay, which is about an hour and a half northwest of where I live in Clarksville, Tennessee, which is a program that's going in the right direction. Unfortunately, Scotty Walker to go for the money and take the head coaching job at UTEP, but they were going in the right direction, and it seems like they're staying the course. But Georgia right now, their defense is a meat grinder. There's no question about that. The questions that's going to come to me going forward is going back to the SEC schedule when they start playing the Alabamas of the world, the Texases of the world, the Oklahomas of the world, and where Gunnar Stockton and that offense is truly at this point, because they went out and they got some receivers from the transfer portal, which is probably their biggest need that they needed to get, and to get some help for a guy like Gunnar Stockton, who was a 4-star recruit, I believe, in the class of 2023 or 2024. Can't remember right exactly off the top of my head. And Kirby Smart is trying to at least hold on to that in what I like to call the SEC power vacuum, which is the power struggle that the SEC is going through right now since the retirement of Nick Saban, who had a stranglehold on it, what it seems like almost 2 decades.
I'd agree. So
Yeah.
they suck donkey balls. Dane, you got anything to add to that program? You can say fuck them. I do. Because they suck donkey balls. What do you think's going on with
Fuck
the
them.
next?
They suck donkey balls.
That's
So,
right.
yeah. So the
Last-
next. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say last thing about the Big 12 is I do believe that they will be a one bid league this year, but the race for that title, the race for that title is going to be bonkers. It's going to be nuts.
Right now, I think TCU and Utah is the kind of the ones that's separating from the bunch. I mean, what about Kansas State? Like they have been an absolute letdown.
Goodness.
Iowa State broke them.
I'm sticking.
Now,
with my
I will say
picks
right now, Kansas State
for
sucks
the
donkey balls. They lost to Army.
Conference championships. I still got Alabama and Utah.
Hell yeah.
Who? Alabama and Utah.
Yeah, they're going to win their conferences.
No, Alabama's not,
Don't bet your
Alabama's not winning this.
401k on it, kids.
So no love for Texas Tech after all the offseason acquisitions and what they've done with their schedule so far. Even though they're playing ITT Tech and DeVry University on their schedules, I think that Texas Tech could probably be in that conversation as well.
Absolutely.
You could throw a dart at the Big 12 and have a better chance of guessing who's going to win that thing because they're all about even. Now that's a conference of parity. I will add for that one. It is so fun to watch him play.
Yes, absolutely. I'd agree with that. So are we ready for the next door?
We are, and I just want to go ahead and say that, like I said, it was not a big week for great games, and a lot of people would probably say this team didn't deserve here. But when you go on the road, you got a chance. Against a ranked opponent, you have a chance to make a statement, and when you don't, this happens.
Ain't nobody want to talk about these goddamn bums. Nobody, no one at all. Let's go on to the side. Let's go on to the side. 'Cause they ain't worth a fucking time.
Dan guy.
Beautiful, dude. Fucking cheaters.
But
That and I mean, Michigan would have got the nod anyway because it's popular right now to kick Michigan in their asshole.
But they do suck donkey balls though, and here's why. Shrub Moore, I mean, he's been a decent coach. I wouldn't call him a DEI hire. He might have earned that job for sure. But you've got to be flexible, guys. You can't decide to play a power football team and play into their hands. You can't try to ram it down another team's throat that has an equal defensive line to your offensive line. And he tried to do that, play power football with Oklahoma, and he got outpowered.
He just looks like he's in over his head. It just might just be me, but man, they just never look that impressive. And it looks like they're closer to an 8-4 team than they are a 10-2 team. I know the Big Ten isn't, top heavy like the SEC is, and their bottom feeders are truly bottom feeders, but they just look like and feel like an 8-4 team again.
Yeah,
Can
they look
Michigan
like
do
Rich
anything
Rod
other than what Bob
Michigan
said they
again.
did, though? I mean, Michigan don't do anything.
Yeah, they don't,
Other
and
than
they
what Bob said.
They got an
But
athletic
it's almost
quarterback,
like they don't
and
cheat anymore or something. It's weird.
They can't cheat no more. That's it. Golly, what a revelation! I like it one day.
If they can beat you doing that, then they win, and they couldn't win last night. So
the thing about Michigan. Here's the thing about Michigan going into this season, that there was a lot of hype into Bryce Underwood, who is the incoming true freshman 5-star quarterback that was coming in. All recruiting analysts.
He's the highest paid college quarterback too, is he not?
Yeah, I think he's making what, 7 or 8 mil.
I thought it was like 12 million.
Oh, my bad.
It's up there. It's up there close to double digits.
But what kills me though is that they didn't try to get him out the pocket, use his athleticism. It's like they wanted JJ McCarthy and they got Michael Vick. It's like, what are you doing, dude?
That's kind of where I was going. That's kind of what Gabe kind of set that up for me. Is Michigan's success was going to be in how much confidence Jerome Moore
And it's
has
zero.
has
Yeah,
in
they
a
they don't let him throw the ball.
has in a true freshman quarterback, and that was the other thing too. Do you do some read options too? Because listen, even though Oklahoma got ripped last season for the lack of offense that they had, which was why Brent Venables was on the hot seat coming into this season, but that defense was able to keep them in some of those games, and that defense was a nightmare for Alabama, and they're still a nightmare now. They are still very good from the
Oh yeah,
defense
this
front.
isn't 2017 Oklahoma's defense. This is, they look for real, and
Brent's doing Brent things.
yeah,
And it
Jimmy
comes
Green
down.
beans.
It came down to this. It's like, okay, you're not going to throw in a read option to at least just, kind of keep them on their heels, keep them on their toes, to where it's a lot less, you're trying to end the predictable.
they
And
just look like Iowa. They look like the Iowa Hawkeyes, and it's just boring. Like, dude, it was a very boring football game. It was
by
just
the
John
way,
Mateer. John Mateer was the only excitement, and Michigan still
John,
sucks.
John Mateer is as advertised. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about that. But going back to what you said about Iowa, Iowa State, the Cyhawk game, or as I love to affectionately call it, El Asico, delivered like it usually does. It was
Yeah, it was a great game. Great game. And back to your point, Jason, you noticed that a lot of offensive coordinators stop having confidence in a guy when he makes a few errant throws or didn't make a good read. And as the season can go on, they can actually curtail the progress of a young quarterback, by limiting the playbook and by continuing to try to make it easy for them, to where they're just stuck by the end of the season, making little short routes to the outside and never trying anything deep. And I hope that's not what happens for this guy at Michigan, because he is a top talent. But under that system, it looks like they're not going to take those chances.
And that's the interesting thing too, is like, okay, if you do have a 5-star quarterback that is coming in and he's going to be the face of your program for a minimal of 3 years, then you've got to let the guy
Rip it.
You got to let it rip it, especially when you've had you go to the comparison of last season or even the season before that. You went from JJ to Alex Orgy at UNLV now. Then you had Davis Warren. Exactly. Only diehard football fans know the name of Davis Warren. You ask somebody who is casual or has a life, they're going to go, Davis Warren, who the fuck was that? But Bryce, with a lot of hype and a lot of confidence coming in, it's like, you've got him now. You've got what JJ McCarthy was able to be. And that was a surprising thing. Maybe it was because maybe they were a little worried about the stout Oklahoma defense, that it might have curtailed their game plan, or they were just going to try to, big dick it and try to outman a defense like Oklahoma.
That ain't gonna work.
Like they were trying.
That ain't gonna work, buddy.
Well, it didn't work.
You're playing SEC. You ain't playing Rutgers and Maryland.
Yeah, they found out.
They had a high opinion of themselves, though. And that's basically what happened to Penn State in the playoffs, too. So Penn State and Michigan are both very similar. And if they're wanting to play power football, and that's working in their league, but it's not going to work against the league. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going to go on. That's what Michigan's hopes are to CFP. They might make it to the CFP, but I think it's unlikely. I'm with Gabe, 8-4, 9-3.
I think that Oregon, Ohio State, and even Penn State, for that matter, is way too strong in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
I think if you pick any of those three, your likely chances are going to be right. Right now, I'd lean a little bit more towards Oregon, even though that Ohio State has shown me something. Penn State, the jury's still out for me, even though they went out.
Yeah, Drew Allar looked like dog crap yesterday.
He looks like dog crap pretty often. Let's
And
keep
that's
it
Yeah.
and that's even when they went out in the transfer portal and got wide receivers that they, feel like they were going to take that offense to the next level, because that was actually their Achilles heel, because you had the two-headed running back system at Penn State that seemed to serve them very well. But Drew Aller he just can't depend on that. He's got to have deep threat weapons. He's got to be able to stretch out the defenses, especially in the Big Ten or even going into the playoffs when you're likely going to be facing a team like Georgia, Texas, possibly Oklahoma, or maybe even a rematch with an Ohio State or Oregon.
And that's what I thought the OC from Michigan missed in that game, was the opportunities to use play action and other means to go over the top on Oklahoma, because Oklahoma was set out on the line against the run, and they didn't really, when they did take the opportunities, they didn't really get them off. But it's early in the season. But that's what was my opinion. They had opportunities where they could have tried to stretch out Oklahoma some, but which would have took a man out of the box, but they didn't do it, so they sucked donkey balls.
I kind of feel like this season, like we're really starting to feel like the effects of this new era in college football with NIL and transfer portal, and where you don't have a guardrail, you don't have a firewall. I'm using a terminology because I'm in cybersecurity boot camp right now. There's not really a firewall to keep it from becoming the wild, wild west, and you're starting to see.
We're already there.
Well,
We're
yeah.
already
Well,
there.
we just
But you're
saw Florida State, beat Alabama, and they were a 2-10 team last year. And with their schedule, they look like they're pretty much a shoe in if they don't fuck up for at minimum the ACC championship.
right,
Their
because
schedule looks ridiculously easy.
But Florida State's actually a great example, Gabe, of that, because we were all
Yeah.
coming in. We didn't really see a lot of flash from the portal with Mike Norvell
And
in
I
this
and Gus
offseason.
Malzahn had to teabag Alabama just one more time.
Yeah, he had to do that. He had to do that
Gabe,
one. And that turned out to actually be a good hire. Where I'm getting at is, like, you're starting to see the effects, or like almost kind of like an instability for that matter, because it seems like what you think is going to happen, if you look at all the data, you look at all the analytics, you look at all the odds, and you come to this conclusion and you come to this theory. And in most cases, in previous years, it seems to work out in your favor. And if not, it's pretty precise. This year, it has been totally volatile. It has shifted from the left to the right constantly over and over again. The first week 0, we saw South Florida absolutely take Boise State to the woodshed and turn them into Elmer's glue. The next week,
Yeah.
we saw Florida
They went
State.
into fucking Florida's house, dude.
Well, that's a
so
good lead in to the
Hey,
next
hey,
four.
that's a good
it's a
segue.
good lead into our
Next
Yeah.
four.
number one
This
four.
is the Holy Grail right here.
But
Sunbelt Billy.
before we do that, we're going to do a commercial, and then we're going to come back and finish this thing up.
Smacking off the t-shirt, smacking off the hat, smacking off the water bottle. Buy our merch or you're a silly bitch. Smacking off merch, it's ready to go. Buy them now or your wife's a dirty whore. Buy them now or your wife's a dirty whore. Buy them now or your wife's a dirty whore.
Don't be a dirty bitch by smacking off merch at bonfire.com/store/smackology.
It's Dr. Balls, can you feel that sound? In the house, got the party going down. Where you at? Better step on the scene. We drop a rhyme sharp like a damn machine. On the mic, I'm the remedy, no need for a doubt. You feeling low? Let me show you where we at. Get the vibe. I'm the one you can trust. When Dr. Balls drops, you can't help but thrust. On the mic, I'm the remedy, no need for a doubt. You feeling low? Let me show you where we at. Get the vibe. I'm the one you can trust. When Dr. Balls drops.
You are now watching Smacking Off the podcast. I know what she sent me. Haley sent me
Oh,
what she wanted.
And now we're back. Just
We're
banging
back,
off
and you know
podcast.
what? Next week I'm going to have to say your husband's a dirty bitch because
I don't know.
any women that's watching this are going to be pissed when they hear that.
whoa!
If you don't
Hey,
have this, your
Pride
wife's a dirty
Month
whore.
has been over with.
Well, I'm actually putting my order for my merchandise right now because my wife's not a dirty whore. So give me a second here.
There you go.
I
He's
knew
getting
this
it
was
for
going
you.
to work, Jason. I knew it was a good plan. Let's open this door.
Your team is sucking donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. Bouncing, bouncing, donkey balls. Your coach is a clown. Your team is sucking donkey balls, big old hairy donkey balls. Bouncing, bouncing, donkey balls. Your coach is...
And behind door number 1, we have Sunbelt Billy, guys. What do you think about that?
I think that the people in Gainesville are getting a little impatient.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, I love him, man. He gives a lot of entertainment.
He does. And they got a roster now, guys. The excuses are over. And this goes back, but this may go back to Jason's point, and he perfectly presaged this, because there may be parity coming to college football. And USF may have spent the money in the right places and have enough coaching to do something with it, right?
Well,
so is it about Florida sucking donkey balls, or is it about USF being better? I think it's both.
This week it
I
don't
think
matter,
it's
Bob.
both too. I think the parody thing is real, dude.
It
NIL's
is.
crazy. And talking about Michigan, this is kind of not related, but it's related. I follow El Presidente, Mr. Portnoy. If you know him, you know him. And he gave a fuck ton of money for this quarterback, so it's cool to watch his reaction to how the coaches are using this kid. Like he's like,
if I was
fucking
him,
run,
I
run,
would be
pass.
I would be
Run
outraged.
pass. He was like having a meltdown. He's like, let the kid fucking throw the ball.
Goddamn, I paid $12 million for it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I paid $12 million for this motherfucker. Let him throw the goddamn football. Yeah, give him a fucking lead block. Do something for his guy so he can break free, man. I want to see it. That's what I'd be saying.
But you know what, though? We now know what USF, when they were giving Alabama hell, we now know that was legit, not no bullshit.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, Gabe.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Gabe.
Yeah.
I really,
we
don't
was
know.
all laughing at Bama, but those cats, like, they're for real. And
yeah, Florida State
if
looks
Miami
improved.
doesn't wake the fuck up, they can get their ass whooped by them too.
I'm kind of.
Is that game happening?
When does Florida
Yeah.
play Miami?
They play next week.
Next week.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're back to Sunbelt Billy, though, guys. So if you look at Florida's roster, they're not lacking. And there was huge hype over Lagway this year, and even some of it I was buying in on, right? I mean, it's a now or never season for Florida to get beyond mid-pack in the SEC to back in
My thing
contention.
is, like, let's go through their schedule real fast. I'm not seeing many W's.
They're playing the toughest schedule in the nation. You know, it's not here. I'll bring it up. Give me a second. And they
I put it in the chat earlier. They play all their games, but one are ranked teams, and most of them are in the top 10, dude. Like, God,
but Mississippi
damn.
State doesn't look like it's going to be a layup either.
Right, and Kentucky.
I mean,
they
Kentucky, like they can.
Those are the only
they're not
2 games that are not ranked teams, right? Everybody
Yeah.
else is ranked.
Yeah.
That
So it looks like
crazy, bro. And those 2
speaking
teams
of being
that are
ranked, Auburn is now ranked for the first time in 5 years. I need a round of applause. Nine-time champion, baby.
I'm still
Hell yeah.
trying. I'm trying to.
Ranking game?
Huh?
What's Auburn's ranking?
24.
Oh.
Hey, they're
We're not
in
number
there.
1, but we're 24.
Now
You're
Florida
halfway there, brother.
Florida plays LSU. Florida plays LSU this week. Number 3 LSU.
That's going to be a slapping around.
Oh goodness, they're at LSU as
He
well.
better hope that locker room doesn't forward on him.
So here's what we got. They play LSU this week at LSU. Big chance they could lose that, right? And we know that LSU has as much or more talent than Florida. And as far as the coach goes, I believe it's a wash, but they're at home. So I'm looking at LSU to win that. They also go to Miami. Well, guys, here I'm going to mention a little secret. Miami has an offensive line this year, and I believe they're going to ram it down Florida's throat.
Yeah,
Beat them. All right. Then Texas plays at Florida, and
that's
Texas
more.
is eternally overrated. I'm gonna got that game as a toss up, but I still believe they're better than Florida, so that's an L. So we're looking at one. So far, we're at 4 L's. Then they play Texas A&M at A&M. Also, maybe
Loss.
a toss.
That's a fucking loss, dude.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm hearing a lot of BTA on Florida's end. Belt to ass.
So, just benefit of doubt, we're looking at least 5 losses. Mississippi State and Florida at Florida, they should win that. I'm gonna give them that. Georgia at Florida, I think Georgia wins that game. Florida and Kentucky, well, Kentucky has a history of beating Florida in recent years, and they're at Kentucky. It's gonna be cold as fuck. I'd say UK can win that game, right? Florida, I mean,
Hey, we need all the snow, baby, all the snow. Come on
and
with
then
it.
Florida and Ole Miss. Florida, Ole Miss. I believe that Kevin's going to outcoach Sunbelt Billy, so I'm going to give that game to Ole Miss.
That's
Right?
it. That's if Sunbelt Billy has a job by then.
Yes.
No, they're
And
gonna
just
lose
predicting-
all these games, dude.
Let me
It
go
just-
ahead and do a sneak peek for this week's episode on Thursday night.
All right.
If the game
Keep
was
going.
tomorrow,
Keep
the game
going,
was
Dr. Balls.
no. If the game was tomorrow, I'd pick Florida to upset LSU in Tiger Stadium.
That's pretty nice.
Because I do believe they're capable. And
Coaches against the wall. Coaches with their backs against the wall, man. Like when Auburn was playing Baylor, like Dave Miranda was coaching for his life out there. Well, how many times did Baylor go for? What, 7 or 8 times? I mean,
yeah.
like you got to know, like everything's coming with it. That's if Sunbelt Bill wants a job. Hey, look, $20 million. You could buy a couple of cheeseburgers with $20 million. Fuck it.
They got to buy him out.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
20 mil.
So everybody, give us a final thought.
How much?
It's 20 million to buy him out.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
Shit,
he's
that was
done
your final
for.
thought, Gabe.
Final
ahead,
thought, man. Hey, look, it's been a while since I've been back on. I miss you guys.
Nine-time champions. Go ahead.
Yeah. Look, in the off season, we got 9 natties now. It's in the Raptors. I love it.
Yep.
Bama lost. We won, so they're 1-1. So that's always some good news for me.
Yeah, they look terrible, and they almost got a door this week. Beating Louisiana Monroe 73-0 doesn't change anything. And I'm just saying.
I do think, in all seriousness, I do think Bama will be okay. They still got the most talented roster, top to bottom, college football.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why that they should have. I mean, I think a loss at Florida State may be excusable as the season unfolds when they see that it was, but you got to play better than that. They just played like shit.
Yeah. Like the Ryan Williams thing, and I hate to bring up old shit, but dude, like you can't show up to a football game with painted nails and a dinosaur and a dinosaur stuffed animal. I'm sorry.
You don't paint your nails.
No, I don't. I go get them did. I get them did sometimes, but I don't paint them.
Ryan Williams block, because if he does, I don't know if I want his hands on me when he's like all that, right? I mean, if you're on the outside, I'm trying to knock him out of the way,
Dane, do you paint your nails?
Fuck no, dude. What the fuck?
Jason?
I may have had my toenails painted one time when I was passed out on a couch in college, but that's the only time.
All right.
Hey, look. I don't know about y'all, but if y'all ever got y'all's feet dead by them Asian women, it feels pretty good.
Say what now?
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
What's going on? What are you saying?
That's it. I don't know about y'all, but if you ever got y'all's feet dead by them Asian ladies, they know what they're doing.
Feet dead? How do they do?
Yeah.
How do they do?
They get in there, cut your nails, and they put a little sea salt on them, make it feel good.
I've had that. That's a manicure. I've had that.
Dude,
Yeah.
A happy ending.
Pedicure.
No.
You have to move on up.
I ain't got the money that Sean Watson got, but
You mean like a happy ending?
Yeah, Sean Lawson was trying to get milked. It was something different.
Oh
I was
my
waiting for
goodness.
somebody to bring that up.
Milk his prostate. All right. So any other thoughts, guys?
Yes, like, subscribe, share, buy the merchandise. Look at Jason's show on the marks, right?
Yep.
And what do you got, Jason?
I'll give my final thoughts on this. Well, first of all, number one, I don't know how much of it is that Florida sucked donkey balls, or how much of it that USF just teabagged them with Rocky Mountain.
It doesn't matter at this point, Jason. They
Right.
suck donkey balls. It's official now.
The door open.
But you may
I
be
will
right.
say this. But I will say this. A team that I would have put on there, this would just be me personally. I know Gabe had already brought up Kansas State, so I'm not going to repeat that again.
Oh, God.
But Oklahoma State, that is a program that sucks donkey balls right now.
Man, Jason,
Or
They do, but nobody was expecting them to win, so it don't stir any it don't ruffle any feathers to put them on.
well,
there.
Mike
That's why
Gundy
we
needs
did.
to get Mike Gundy needs to get some nipple rings or something like that, because that is a program that is spiraling out of control right now.
you're right about that, Jason. And actually, you must be reading our minds, because Doug and I mentioned this prior to the show in our little chat, and we're setting him up for Dead Man Walking. But he set himself up when you lose 69-3 to Oregon. What was it? I mean, it's a real program.
69-3.
It was bad.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a real program. Oklahoma State is a real football program. They should never sink to these levels. T. Boone Pickens is dead. They're fucked. They suck donkey balls too.
And the last thing that I will say, just the entire season in general, it's easy. And listen, I've been so wrong on so many things with this 2025 college football season so far, and I will own it. And I'll probably continue to be wrong, because it just feels very volatile to me. Like,
I love being wrong. I mean, if it pisses people off while I'm doing it, I'm completely fine with it.
But listen, Florida's schedule is absolutely psychotic. There's hands down, no doubt about that. But I think just the way this season has shifted so far, there could be one time they might come into there and they might just get a game that they don't expect. It kind of happened when DJ
Dude,
Lagway came into
It
the
happened to
program last week.
Clemson this weekend.
I expect
man.
it this week. I really do.
You hear me?
And it could continue for week to week to week to week. When we start looking at this playoff breakdown and everything like that of who's worthy and who is not, we're probably going to have some very heated arguments about it, because there's just so much parity going on right now. It's way too early to sit, okay, here is your definitive national championship. We came into the season thinking Texas was going to be the top tier in college football. Right now, that narrative has been blown out.
Yeah,
At Alabama, it seems that they found everything in the right direction. I saw, they responded well against Louisiana Monroe. How they respond against Wisconsin and then how they play against Georgia is really going to set the tone probably for how the rest of the season starts. We don't know the answer to that question yet.
All right. So
right
you
now,
say heated arguments moving
Yes.
forward. All right.
There-
Fuck you in advance.
dude,
Fuck your team. Fuck your team. That's what I got to say. What about you, Dave? What do you got to say about it in closing?
Man, I agree with everything he just said. I mean, like I said, it almost happened to Clemson. The first half, we damn near got shut out on our home field by some scrubs. You know what I mean? I would like to have been a fly on the wall in that locker room to see what Dabo Swinney said to those boys, because they looked like a different team in the second half.
There you go.
So,
You know what I mean? It's very volatile.
Jason, I probably
You never
asked
know.
you this before, but who is your team?
who is my team?
Yes.
Well, I grew up in a family of Alabama fans. Or a family of Alabama fans. Most of my friends were Auburn fans. I leaned a little bit more towards Alabama constantly growing up. I've been kind of neutral in my career in media because I
got you. Roll Tide, but nobody heard that.
Well, I was going to say I got accepted to the Ole Miss College of Journalism, and I was about to go there and be a rebel. And then I got my first full-time job in radio, and
A rebel or
did not pursue.
Was it a rebel or a black bear, or was it a?
Now I'm going to go. I'm going to go with the Admiral Akbar rebel because it follows a track.
You know what? If I had that fucking graphic, I'd throw it up right now, Jason.
There you go.
Well, I should have given you a heads up.
right.
Okay.
All right. Talk to y'all on the next one. Later.
Hell yeah.
Your team sucks, donkey bone. Your team sucks, donkey bone. You're probably getting fired before the season's end, and even lose your wife and your asshole friend.
Your Team Sucks Donkey Balls is a presentation of Smacking Off the podcast. Stream in every week for another victim as we kick them while they are down.